Hi, welcome to It's Time with Charie. I'm your host, Charie Elon. Here in this episode, we wish to inspire you, especially the young people. And I'm very happy to have with me here on the set a man who has been an achiever ever since he was young. In fact, we were classmates since grade 1, and we graduated together, of course, in LCC Bacolod, who is still celebrating its centennial anniversary. This man is an achiever, as I have said, from his younger days up to now. But in between, he has, shall I say, went through a bump. And how he managed, how to bounce back and live again to pursue his dreams is the one thing that we will discuss this afternoon. So please welcome to the show, Mr. Ray Ablanida. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Charie. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you here on the set. Allow me to introduce to you my friend and my batchmate from LCC. He has a master's in business administration from Ateneo Graduate School of Business in Makati. He has units in Master's Urban and Regional Planning in University of the Philippines, Diliman. He is a graduate of UP with a degree in Bachelor of Arts Communication Research. As I've mentioned, he is an LCCian. He graduated in 1990 with honors, and his organizations and affiliations. He was a counselor and Secretary General of University Student Council UP Diliman in Quezon City in 1993 to 1994. Executive Board Member, Sandigan para sa Mag-aaral at Sambayanan in 1991 to 1992. A member of UP Katilingban in 1991 to 1997. He was the president of the High School Student Council of La Consolacion College, Bacolod in 1989 to 1990, chairperson of Youth Marian Crusade Negros Occidental Chapter, and a board of director, corporate secretary of UP Scintilla Juris Alumni Incorporated, assistant secretary too. He was also board of director of Sandigan para sa Mag-aaral at Sambayanan Alumni Association Incorporated. And now, he's the founding member, board of trustee of Nowhere to Go But Up Foundation Incorporated. This is the foundation behind the victory of UP basketball team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so enough about that introduction about Ray. Now you know him from the introduction that I've shared with you. But Ray, please share with us how you were as a young child, as a young boy.
Well, I was born in a family of a very conservative Catholic family.
Yes.
And then since we're in La Consolacion College, so it's a Catholic school. So basically, the foundation that I've been is a very Catholic education, Catholic foundation. So since our elementary days, as you know, I've been student leader
Yes.
Up to high school. And then after high school, then I went to UP.
Yes.
So,
Everything changed when you went to UP.
actually, yes. I remembered one person who told me before going to UP. He said that in La Consolacion College, I'm a big fish in a small pond.
Yes.
But when I go to UP, and when I'll be in UP, I'll become a very small fish in a very big lake. And in order for me to become big or to survive, I should become a big fish as well. So my thinking then was, I'm prepared for this.
Yeah.
I'm in the LCC, gave us the right value formation, and I'm a member of the Youth Marian Crusade, so I'm prepared for it. What I didn't know, that I'll get culture shock in UP. So UP is a very different thing, mix of different regions.
Yeah.
We have Tagalog, Ilocano, etc.
Yes.
Different kids or teenagers, different value formations. We have activists, we have religious persons, we have fraternities. So I was shocked actually. So when I was in UP, I thought that it's going to be a breeze by because,
Yes.
well, example, physics for us in high school is chicken.
Yes.
But in UP, even though the exams were A, B, C, D or multiple choice, I failed in my physics exams, not Sci exams. So
Okay.
I was shocked. So one time, in the dormitory, so I
Yeah.
have friends, so play basketball, and there are frat men who usually come and visit the dorm to recruit.
Yes.
But UP has a rule then that freshmen cannot join fraternities or sororities. But unfortunately, somebody coerced me to join invited me to join the
Yes.
fraternity.
But before you continue, I would like to ask, why do you think they had set their eyes on you? You must be someone special for them to set eyes on you, even if you were just a small fish then.
Well, actually, it's only first things first is numbers. No, they want numbers. But maybe since I have a lot of friends and maybe they saw leadership skills in me.
Yes.
And then when they talk to me, they learn that I'm a student leader in high school. So
Yeah.
maybe that's part of the recruitment plan to
Yes.
recruit me. And then I really wanted to be a priest when we were young,
Yes.
right? So because of my religious background. So my eyes were on the Jesuits, SJ.
Yes.
So this fraternity who invited me, Scintilla Juris actually.
Yeah,
The
oh,
initial
okay.
is SJ.
Scintilla Juris,
SJ.
yes.
So when somebody told me, what is SJ? They're a fraternity. And galit sila pag tinawag silang pare. Oh, wow,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
So I thought, okay. So when somebody from SJ went to me, at first I was hesitant because we cannot join fraternities.
Yes.
But deep inside, this is the nearest step for me to become a priest.
Okay,
So anyway,
that's what you thought. Okay.
yeah, that's the background. Anyway, to make the long story short, I was coerced to go to their
Okay.
tambayan. I thought
Yes.
it was just an invitation, and then I saw a lot of Ilonggos in the group,
Yes.
and then one of them was my neighbor. So when they gave me the history of the fraternity, the profile, and then when they asked me to, you want to join? Oh, this is the process. And I don't know, immediately I said yes.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm only 17 years old.
Yeah.
So I joined the fraternity. And then, just a week after joining the fraternity, there's a small skirmish with another fraternity and
Yeah.
our fraternity.
What fraternity was that, if you can say?
Wag na lang natin
Okay.
sa- So anyway, it's our neighboring fraternity. So
Yes.
since we always pass by each other, so
Yeah.
there's always incidents. So that's my first encounter, and I was
Mm-hmm.
really shocked. Although we have riots in LCC or
Yeah.
outside, UP riots rumbles are different.
Yes.
So I was shocked. But that was my life from freshman to up to the time I experienced the 1994 thing. So every day you go. Before that, before I joined the fraternity, I have
Yeah.
lots of friends in the dormitory.
Yes.
But once I joined the fraternity, some of my friends who joined other fraternities were no longer friends.
Okay.
So
They became enemies, or they tried to avoid you?
we try to avoid each other.
Why? What's it
we're-
with fraternities that you cannot?
Let's say individualist.
Okay.
So although we're still friends,
Yes.
but not like before that we go out, drink together
Yes.
or eat together.
Yeah.
So now they join their fraternity brothers, I join my fraternity brothers. So when we see each other in the dorm, it's like, hi, hello.
Hi, hello.
So that's the downside of being a frat man.
Yes.
And plus the violence and
Yes.
and then can I tell about
Yes,
the,
sure,
the-
sure.
the-
But
the-
before
the
that, I
94?
would like to ask, the first few months that you were in the fraternity, what do you think were the advantages that you saw being with the fraternity?
So going back to the small fish, big
Yes.
fish thing, I was thinking that, maybe once I join this fraternity, I'll survive.
yeah.
I'll become a
big
little
fish.
bigger fish or
Okay.
big fish or something. And our fraternity is also very active in the political scene.
Yeah.
So the fraternity is also a member of the Samasa.
Yes.
So since I'm a student leader in high school,
Mm-hmm.
the fraternity already pushed me to become a focal person of
Yeah.
the fraternity to the Samasa board.
Yes.
So just after a year, during that year, the fraternity already elected me as a concilium head.
Yes.
So I handled several fraternity brothers, and
Yes.
then I was in the Samasa.
Yes.
And Samasa already invited me to join the officers, execom, etc.
Yes.
So that's the advantage. Plus, of course, since we're provinciano
Yeah.
and allowances don't come on time.
Yes.
So you have fraternity brothers who would lend you money, or
Yeah.
you could
They would treat you out.
you could hitch on their board and lodging.
Okay.
You don't have food during lunch. You
Yeah.
go with them. You share lunch together.
Yeah.
And if you don't have money to drink,
Yeah.
so have fun. So you have your fraternity brothers to share with you.
Yes.
So that's the plus also, if you have problems in academics like math, for example, you need tutors.
Yeah.
So I have my fraternity brothers who teach me
Yeah.
or tutor me on some subjects.
Okay. But something happened along the way. Tell us about
Yeah.
it.
Since the fraternity culture in UP during the 90s, it's also very violent.
Yes.
We were the ones who had skirmishes that week.
Yeah.
So the suspect on that incident was our fraternity. But they cannot pinpoint anyone. So they filed cases against like 17 or 21 fraternity brothers who are already graduating or well-known in campus academics or politics. So that time I was in 1993. I was already a counselor at University of Council. So I think that's why my name was involved with that. So once the criminal case was handed out, and then DOJ already gave the, I don't know what's the term, like a verdict for the. So since the crime is not bailable, so we went.
It was
murder, attempted murder, and frustrated murder. So we surrendered because that was the advice of our legal team. Since we are not part of the crime anyway, we did not commit the crime.
But you were identified as one of those.
Many of us.
Many, 21 or 22.
Yeah,
but you did not do it, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
So since we surrendered to clean our name, but since the crime is not non-bailable, so we filed a petition for bail. And the lawyers already told us that, so you go to jail. You'll wait for maybe 9 to 12 months or a year or something before the court decides on your bail. Or you can be given bail or you may not be given bail. So it's up to you if you want to run or but of course flight is a sign of guilt. So we went through the process. So when we surrendered, we were detained at the Camp Crame for a month, and after that we were transferred to the Quezon City Jail. So after 9 months, in February 1996, the court granted our petition. So for bail. So out of the 10 of us who actually surrendered, 5 were given bail. 8 of us were given bail. So we went back to school, finished my college degree. And then after 7 years, the court acquitted us. 5 were acquitted, 5 were convicted. So 4 from the 8 went back to jail. And 1 who was not able to go out was freed, was acquitted. So we had, we continued, those who were acquitted, we continued our lives. And the 5 were jailed and convicted for the crime.
Okay. So you stayed for 1 month at Camp Crame.
1 month at Camp Crame.
And 9 months in Quezon City Jail.
Almost 9 months.
Almost 9 months. Tell us about those grueling 9 months.
At first, in Camp Crame, since it's a small cell, so and every day the fraternity brothers come, we just were afraid at first because you hear stories of, you see movies, you hear stories, but actually people are behaved and then they respect each other, especially that there are like 10 of us who surrendered, so we're a gang in itself, so nobody actually...
You have each other's back by at that time.
And then perhaps my religious background was really helpful. Because in the detention cell, we have rosaries every afternoon for Catholic. So the main man who leads the prayer, when he saw us, passed on the leading of the rosary to our group. And since I'm the religious one in the group, so I was the one who will lead the rosary. Plus, other than that, of course, prayers help. We have each other's back. So that's one thing that we survived. But when we were told to be transferred to Quezon City Jail, which is a bigger jail, and we will be grouped with hardened criminals, etc., we became afraid because another stories were circulating that, neophytes or new fishes will be, you'll be raped there, you'll be something.
Oh my.
So at the back of my mind, if they will rape me, I will die in jail because I will fight. So I'm already telling my brothers my blood brothers, my siblings. So if something happened to me, I will fight, etc. Then when we went there, we were surprised that nothing happened to us actually. But this time, we were separated. We're not in one group. So one or two fraternity brothers were put in another cell with another group. So But in our cell, my
Yeah.
cell, it's very clean, and then the people, but it's very congested. Like these big people, the jail is supposed to have like 15 people.
Yeah.
There are 35 of us in that.
Oh
cell.
my.
But
In a,
it's very,
but it was very clean.
very clean,
And the
very
inmates were
orderly.
disciplined.
yeah, very
Okay,
disciplined because they have actually they have rules.
Oh.
Personally, people in jail, they're more disciplined than people outside because if you don't follow the rules,
Yeah.
you'll get hurt.
Yes.
You'll get hurt. So basically, so when I was in jail for that 8 months, initially we were adapting. And then since we're already we're famous,
Yeah.
they call us UP boys.
Yes.
Inmates would ask us to join, play basketball with them.
Okay.
So we actually adjusted very very fast with the system.
Yeah.
Then only after a month actually, because in the jail there's a mayor.
Yes.
No, after
Don't
3
tell
weeks.
me you became a mayor too.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. You are a leader.
No, actually, I started from the bottom.
Wherever you
I
are
started from
planted.
the bottom.
Yes.
Because the political structure in a cell,
Yes.
celda actually.
Ah.
So there's a buyonero. The
Yes.
buyonero is the one who cleans the. He's the
Okay.
chief buyonero.
Okay.
He handles all the buyoneros. The buyoneros are the ones who clean the CR, do the
Yes.
dirty works.
Okay.
Usually these are people who have no visitors.
Ah.
Then the bastonero.
Okay.
The bastonero is the one who is like the sergeant at arms.
Okay.
Then the vice mayor and the mayor.
Mm.
So I cannot be buyonero, chief buyonero because I'm a VIP.
Oh,
VIPs
yeah. UP
pay,
boy.
yeah, because VIPs have dalaw, they have
Okay.
visitors. So every week, when you have dalaw, you pay 5 pesos for every dalaw.
Ah.
Every week you pay like 35 pesos to the
Yes.
mayor.
Yeah.
So for you to be saved from cleaning or
Yeah,
something.
okay.
So I cannot be chief buyonero. When the mayor was transferred to Muntinlupa because he was
Yes.
convicted, the vice mayor became mayor and
Yeah.
the bastonero became vice mayor.
Yeah.
So the chief buyonero became the bastonero. But since the people doesn't want him, and I was hinted to become an officer.
Yeah.
So they removed him from the roster, the whole celda,
Yes.
and elected me as the bastonero.
As the bastonero.
So,
The
he-
sergeant at arms.
Yeah.
Mm.
So after just a week, I became mayor actually,
Okay.
because the vice mayor has a gang, and
Okay.
we are in a cuerna or group of cells that have
Yes.
no tatak, no gangs.
Okay.
So those who have gangs cannot become mayor in the cuerna.
Ah,
So since I have no gang, I became mayor immediately.
you were.
So-
What do you do? What did you do as mayor?
At yes, mayor, of course, you're the leader of the
Yes.
cell. You handle all the finances of the
Yes.
cell. You
Wow,
handle
there's
all,
finances in the cell. Huh?
yeah, because the VIPs
Yeah, the
pay
35 pesos
yeah,
per week.
So
Okay.
this the budget is for like cleaning materials for
Yeah.
your CR. CR
Okay.
buyon is the CR actually.
Yes.
For the toilet, for the we also have the like limpieza.
Yes.
They clean the cells for the sabon,
Yes.
other cleaning implements,
Yes.
etc. And even medicines actually like paracetamol,
Okay,
diet
so the
tabs for that.
daily grind, the
Yeah.
daily things that you needed to do.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So were there fights also in your cell? No.
None actually because
Okay, that's good.
what's this? Well, people are disciplined. They have skirmishes like
Yes.
small things like
Yeah.
money problems, one somebody borrowed, but
Okay.
especially borrowing, if you say you cannot pay, you'll get
Okay.
hacked by the bastonero.
Oh my,
So
okay.
those are just small things. But
Yes.
no, during our stay in Quezon City Jail, there are no big riots actually.
Yes.
Just small skirmishes.
You also made friends there in the cell.
Yeah.
Lifetime friends, if
Yes.
Naturally, okay.
Yeah, like example, some of them, some of
Mm.
my cellmates do not have visitors.
yeah.
We call them walang dalaw. So they do not have legal means to further cases.
Yes.
So they stay in jail like for small case,
Yeah.
small criminal case. They stay for like years
Oh.
because nobody is handling. Only
Yes.
the PAO lawyers are handling
Yes.
them. So sometimes they ask
Help
me
from you.
to do their affidavit.
Yes.
So, kasi I learned law, I
Yes.
law the hard way. So, I know how to make affidavit. So,
Yes.
I help them also with those things.
Yes.
So, when they go out or were released,
Yes.
I sometimes saw them in Quezon City.
Okay.
In the bus
Yes.
where somebody went back to selling cigarettes.
Oh,
So
okay.
somebody would, Mayor, Mayor, oh, Chairman, Chairman. Yeah.
Okay. So what were the most difficult times you had at Quezon City Jail?
Uh,
Because
actually, yeah,
things seemed easy for you.
actually,
You
it's
became even a cell leader
yeah,
there.
more on the mental thing.
Yeah.
Like, of course, your family is outside,
Yes.
and I also have a girlfriend then. So you're thinking a lot of things that,
Yes.
well, loneliness.
Of course.
So mostly those are the things that inmates experience. That a good thing that maybe I'm built in a strong, strong way. So
Yeah.
depression is not really my kind of thing. But a few days actually before we were released,
Yeah.
because we do not know when will be. I think I remember that clearly. It's February 14, it's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
We
Day.
were released on February 16. I had experiences that when I told someone, they said that good thing that you have snapped out, because like
Snapped out of.
yeah, because one night, every night I listen to a radio station,
Yeah.
and I remember that these songs are always played.
Yeah.
Then this one song from John Denver,
Mhm.
and there's a woman who, the lady, are you crying? Sorry.
Yeah, huh.
He has a monologue that she has cancer, and she was blaming God.
Yeah.
So I'm already sleeping, and then I heard that song, and then all I heard was, God, you're so stupid, or
Oh
something.
my.
So, we have the same predicament that she's blaming God, blah, blah, blah. Then after that, the song, actually, it's like God telling her, lady, are you crying?
Yes.
So, when I was sleeping, but I was already crying. Then I woke up crying. Then I put my back on the wall. I heard some whooshing sound, and then the walls like came crashing on me. So I snapped out, and then he said, "Good thing that you snapped out because you might become crazy or something." Oh, really?
Oh my.
So
okay.
that's-
So you
that's
were
the-
not aware of that.
I was not aware of that
Yes.
until I told my
Yeah.
friends in the cell and
Yes.
a BGMP guard who was
Yes.
my nanay.
Uh-uh.
So she told me, good thing you pray, you play basketball.
Yes.
Don't think of anything
Okay.
else.
Okay.
Then after that, after 2 days, actually we were released.
Okay, that is good because you were released. Now, when we return, we'll talk about the days after your release. Please stay with me and Ray here at It's Time with Charie.